Okay, so this is going to be, I guess, one of a few videos to kind of explain a little bit in much greater detail of how to play server war or just player versus player in general and attacks or whatnot, and how to be just super fast and the processes that I go through to prepare and not get myself um, caught or hit once I go over. Um, just because that's basically worst case scenario. A couple of pre things before I even begin to look for other cities on the other server is one is I keep my own coordinates in my bookmarks, and if it's too far down, then I will just add it again so that it's at the top of the list. The importance for this is so that I know immediately where I can go home and that there will be an open spot. Besides that, I also prepare things with putting on my attack buffs if necessary, if I have the time, or if I'm just going to spend the next hour kind of looking for places. I don't have my march capacity, but if I ended up finding someone big, I would add the march buff. Besides that, is having your attack preset. Now, my number one general is always on the wall. So, on my wall, I have my Gus. So, if anyone did come for me, at least it gives me the best chance to protect myself. Even though it does cost me uh, in power of attacking other players, but usually the players that drop bubble or somewhat smaller, so it makes it easy. So as far as preset, I have my attack preset. It basically, if you read that article I shared, I can always share it again. It tells you to really gain strength in one particular troop type. So as some of you have stronger calves that can just straight up send a huge cav march. I have all my subs because all of my debuff generals are in it, and I have mostly archers in my preset just because I'm mostly an archer player, and it's always the best to attack with, and I have an archer general attached, so not a large march. I have my layers, so this is already a set preset, so if I were to go attack, um, I would already have something in the books to be pretty quick about it. So preset buffs and having your own city or your own location as a bookmark is pretty much the number one things. So besides that, then you start to look for other players. This guy's burning because I just hit him. I am going to find a random as if I'm just looking for something. And doesn't really matter who I hit because this is just a demo. You go, you check power, 7.4. I think I already hit that guy before. But whatever, let's hit him again. So if I find this guy and I think he has power, I add his bookmark as well, so I remember where to come back. So he's now in my bookmarks, so I can just click it and he's there. I can click mine and I'm there, and vice versa. Now, if it's in a huge hive, I'm gonna have to be quick because either they're gonna bubble him or he's gonna bubble himself, because you don't know if you just dropped it for a couple seconds or if he's just dead or a trap. This guy I already know is a dead count, but just because for showing you purposes. So I'm home, I find him, I know I have all my buffs on, I'm gonna go and be super quick. So you gotta use your teleport. Actually, another way to prepare, sorry, is to add some gems, because I'm out of server teleports, so it's going to burn 2,000 gems every time I go over. So I'm going to be super quick about this, because this is still server war, and even though he's a dead account, I got to be quick and not get hit. So I teleport to the server, gives me a random spot. I wait patiently for it to load, because I know I still have my protection bubble, and they don't know I'm here. I find his coordinates. I go over. I have my preset. I march. If I need to, I will speed up my march. I now will already have my home address ready, so once my march returns, I return home, scroll down, add my truce agreement. I only put 8 hours, mostly because I don't want to keep burning 24-hour bubbles if I plan on going back over there again. Now, that was in the matter of, 5, maybe 7 seconds that I went over there. I won the attack. I got some resources. Woohoo! But just, I guess, in a short nutshell, that's essentially how quick I do it, and as a demonstration from firsthand, to give you a little bit better of an idea and how to either practice or the buttons and places to look to make things a little bit quick. Now, to get the bigger hits, it's going to be almost even faster than this, because I'm basically explaining at the same time. But if I ended up finding someone that was big, sometimes maybe I'm not able to put a buff on or anything like that, and I just have to go with my preset and sometimes hope for the best. But I'm big enough that a large majority of hits I can do pretty well with my preset.